Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I wanted to review the 2021 film Candyman, which was actually delayed like, what, 3 times? This is not a remake. Those of you who haven't seen this movie, I just want to say, it's not a remake. It's a direct sequel to the original Candyman, and I know horror movies are doing this now, okay? Let's make a direct sequel to the first movie and call it the same thing as the first movie. Halloween, 1978. Halloween, 2018. Direct sequel. Candyman. Then you got Candyman. You know, I think you can come up with something else for the title, but whatever. It just seems like they're doing that a lot. But anyway, Candyman. Yeah, I saw the trailer. I thought it looked interesting, and a lot of people thought that this was directed by Jordan Peele. No, he was like an executive producer. I believe that's what he was. Yeah, so he had his hand in this. It was directed by Nia DaCosta, who was actually the first African-American woman to direct a film that was #1 opening weekend. So that was kind of cool. Visually, this movie is amazing. It's stylish. It's kind of scary or creepy in some parts. There are a lot of, I want to say, off-screen kills, but I think they do it better here than in some movies. Like, you know, Halloween 2018, there were a lot of off-screen kills that weren't really necessary. The way they do it here is more stylish. Like, there's this one scene where it's like a faraway shot and it keeps going like this. You keep going backwards and you see this window and this girl's getting killed. She's getting thrown up against the window. She's getting thrown into furniture. She's getting stabbed and whatever by the Candyman. And it's cool because the camera keeps going back, so you're just kind of like going like this, like, oh my god, like what? Like, that's what I mean. Like, you could call that like an off-screen kill because you can't really see what's going on, but you're kind of using your imagination when you see little tidbits. So I feel like the off-screen stuff was done better here. This movie surprised me. I wasn't really jumping for joy on, you know, running out wanting to see this. Because of the pandemic, you know, it was delayed, but yeah, that's the thing. I was just like, I don't know. You know, with some of these newer horror films that I've seen lately, I just been disappointed. But I have to say, this movie, it's definitely one of my favorite horror films of the year. I will say it. The main guy, I cannot pronounce his name. Yahya Abdul Mateen II. I have no idea. He did a great job. He was great in this movie. He basically plays a, you know, kind of like a painter, but he likes to take inspiration and basically paints stuff. He's not a Bob Ross, don't get me wrong, but you know, he takes inspiration from certain things and he puts it on a canvas. And he basically comes into knowing the story of Cabrini Green and the legend of Candyman. And so he goes there and he sees this guy, and this guy tells him the whole story about you know, the Candyman and what happened, like Helen, you know, what happened with her taking the baby, and like you know, first they're like, oh, she tried to throw the baby in the fire and then she saved the baby or whatever. And, you know, there's like a little bit of back and forth with the story. Like, what do you believe? Like, what really happened and stuff like that. So she was mentioned, which is cool. You know, another returning character in this was Vanessa Williams, who plays Anthony McCoy's estranged mother. And she knows all about the story. Now, the thing I was worried about in this movie was that they were going to erase Tony Todd's legacy, Daniel's. I thought they were going to just completely wipe that out and change it, because from what I understand in this movie, when I saw the trailer, I'm like, okay, so Candyman is not Tony Todd, it's someone else, and he's giving people candy. It's like, what? I didn't understand what was going on here. But it's kind of cool because they didn't erase anything here. They basically expanded the universe. They kept the original plot, but they expanded on it, on the lore, which is what I like. So, you know, without spoiling a lot of things, I do want to talk about a little bit of what to expect, I guess. But I will say Tony Todd is in this movie. He's not in it very long, but there's a reason. There are pictures and photos and stuff like that and paintings of him, but I like how they focused on other things. They kind of changed it up a little bit. There's more than one Candyman. There are, you know, these African American men who, you know, fall victim to certain things to where they then become the Candyman. And it's more like a symbol of fighting back against like racism and hate and stuff. But Candyman, the Daniel version, Tony Todd version, he originated everything. He is the original. He's the OG. So they keep that the same. He is the one who started this whole thing. Tell everyone. I just gotta say, when I saw him, I about shit my pants. I was like, wow, he still has it. He still has the voice. He still has the look. He is Candyman. He is Candyman. But the other people who played the Candyman, they did a great job too. The kills were great, like I said. I loved the real cool camera angles, because, you know, Candyman appears in the mirror after you say his name 5 times. And some people are just sitting there saying his name and, you know, nothing happens, but then all of a sudden, like in the reflection of the mirror, you can see him. Some creepy camera angles. They did a really good job with that stuff. But, you know, there are plenty of deaths in this movie. I like the characters, and I like the slow pace. A lot of people might even be bored by this film because it is slow pace. It's kind of a slow burn film, and I didn't mind that. I thought it was fine. And what you are here for in this movie is not only the kills, but you're here for the story, the lore. How did they expand the lore? How are they going to explain that there's these other Candyman guys? How does Anthony's character, like, how does he deal with this? What is his role here? And his role is explained, and it's really cool. So I was very surprised by this movie. Honestly, I loved it, and you know, like I said, I give this movie you know, a high spot in my list of favorite movies of the year, especially favorite horror films. Some of them I've seen, you know, some of these horror films that I've seen, I'm just like, God, what is going on? But definitely, guys, this is one to watch for sure. I mean, if you like the first Candyman, I think you'll like this, you know, a lot. Anyway, yeah, that is Candyman, and I bought it on Blu-ray, and it comes with the DVD and digital. So anyway, that is my review for Candyman. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back with more reviews, horror movies that I've seen lately. Also going to be doing some non-horror stuff as well, and I'll let you guys know when the video comes up. I'll let you guys know as far as what I'm going to be doing that's non-horror related. So, all right, guys, I will see you in the next video.